Yeah, yesterday I noticed something different for the cause of tinnitus. Usually, tinnitus is often triggered by me waking up. I will start hearing it. Usually, after I wake up, I start hearing tinnitus. But yesterday, it happened. It disappeared in the morning. Like in the morning, I was fasting. I didn't eat anything. Um, I took a shower and it disappeared. However, in the afternoon, I had a heavy meal and it came back again. Um, so it's making me think maybe to do with blood sugar. I'm not really sure if that could be a cause of tinnitus. Um, it's quite possible. Now, I don't know because this is the first time it happens not after waking up, right? In the middle of the day. Not the first time. It happened before also, but like this is something you could notice. Um, like there is a pattern, right? Like it happened, it broke that pattern. The pattern where I get tinnitus after I wake up, right? This time is different. This time there's a new pattern, right? It doesn't happen every day. Of course, I'm only trying this new diet now that I will not eat in the morning. So hopefully it will help me lose weight. Um, but yeah, when I ate a lot of food in the afternoon, like I had a heavy meal, it came back. Even though it disappeared in the morning when I didn't have any food, came back when I had food. So is that a hormone or is it the blood sugar? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my body. Why it is the way it is. Um, it's definitely food. Eating food that triggered it, right? Compared to the other days, for most days it's triggered by me sleeping. This time it was triggered by eating food. Um, I can't explain why that that triggered it. Blood sugar. When I tested my blood sugar, it was within normal. Of course, I don't do a blood sugar every day. I don't test it every day, but from time to time, I go to my family doctor and they do a blood test. And I'm not diabetic, so I don't know. But I was very close to be. I'm like pre-diabetic, you could say. Pre-diabetic. I had some blood sugars coming normal and some blood sugars coming as pre-diabetic, which is I don't understand it. They told me like just watch my blood sugar. So hopefully this new diet, um, it will help me lose some weight and I could avoid avoid the problem of becoming diabetic. Um, yeah, it's just a big issue. Obesity is a big issue, and it's a cause for many illnesses, many diseases and illnesses. Um, and I don't want anything to happen to me. Um, it's so uh, what I was going to say, I forgot. The cause of tinnitus, yeah. I was talking about how it's triggered by food, by eating food, and and in the previous videos I said I noticed that taking a shower could relieve it, could help in reducing it. Sometimes, not all the time. Sex is another factor that could help reduce it, temporarily reduce it, but then increase it the following day. Make it worse the following day. So that's why I didn't recommend. That's why I was saying sex may not be a good thing for tinnitus, at least in my case. Yeah, although it might help relieve it, like make it disappear sometimes, not all the time, but it makes it worse. Like the following day, it could make it worse. Now I'm noticing another trend that food can make it worse. What could also make it better? We said shower, sex, but I don't recommend it because it's only a temporary relief and it's gone. Like temporary relief and then it's worse the next day, right? But yeah, if you need the temporary relief, maybe sex will be something you could try. What's the third? Yeah, getting preoccupied. I noticed that when I get preoccupied, like fixing my car or doing some activity, and like doing some activity makes it disappear for some reason. I don't know why. Like if I get busy and I'm not paying attention to myself, it disappears. Could be psychological. Like, if you're focusing on something, you're not busy, you're preoccupied with yourself, you're focusing on your thoughts and everything and the noise you hear. And as soon as you get distracted from yourself, the noise will disappear. That could be something psychological, or it could be something more than just psychological. Maybe because when you're occupied, you're using uh, you're, you're using all the sugar in your body. Maybe there's too much blood sugar. So I need to invest in a blood sugar machine, to blood sugar monitor, to just confirm this. Now I don't want to get the needle ones. I want to get the wireless one. I don't like to poke myself with needles. But those ones, the wireless ones, are very expensive. So I don't know. I can't afford it right now. Maybe in a few months I'll buy one. But I'm suspecting it could be blood sugar. If the blood sugar is too high, it might trigger this tinnitus. Now, this is not 100%, could be. But again, when you're occupied, also your body is releasing certain hormones. So it could be also a hormonal imbalance or neurotransmitter imbalance. So all these things could be the cause of tinnitus. I can't really figure it out, but I'm getting close to, because I'm noticing certain things that could improve it and certain things that make it worse or make it better. Like sleep, we said if we sleep good, it might make it better. Like today, for example, I got more than 1 hour and a half of deep sleep, more than an hour and a half of REM sleep, and it disappeared. So, and I got about close to 9 hours of sleep today, according to my smartwatch. Not according to me, of course, but to my smartwatch. I'm using that metric. I'm relying on that metric, whatever the smartwatch gives me. According to me, I probably only slept 6 hours. Yeah, as I said, the smartwatch is never accurate. it gives you an approximation. But even though I haven't slept 9 hours, the smartwatch could detect at least rest, right? So let's say I slept 6 hours, but I rested also in bed for 2-3 hours. So it might see that rest in bed as sleep, which is fine, right? Um, yeah, because sometimes you could be laying in bed and not sleeping, and it will say you have slept, or you're very close to fall asleep, and the smartwatch may falsely predict that you are sleeping, but in reality you're not. So so yeah, I'm desperate now to lose all the weight. I'm really desperate to do it. I really want to lose weight. Every day I keep telling myself I have to lose weight. I have to lose weight. Um, Now there's one reason why we all should lose weight. You know, because when you are obese, you are suffering from an addiction, food addiction. Food addiction is just like any other addiction. It's harmful to the mind and to the body. When you're addicted to something, you cannot focus on your goals, your dreams. You just lose focus, right? You cannot focus because every few hours you're hungry. Every few hours you want to eat. Just imagine you could go the whole day without eating and you still maintain your focus. This is what I want to be, right? That's what I want to do. Is not to eat and be fully focused the entire day, right? So that's the motivation I'm using right now. Like I want to be focused. I don't want to be distracted by food. This food is a distraction. Because if every few hours I'm gonna feel tired and I cannot do anything, my mind slows down, I cannot focus on anything, and I have to eat to gain back my focus, you cannot literally, like, you cannot focus on your goals, right? Because food is becoming a distraction. Food, you're distracted by food, and you cannot do anything without food. You cannot work without food. You cannot study without food. You cannot do a hobby without food because you'll be lazy, always lazy. Like when you're addicted to food, you always feel lazy. You don't want to do any activity because you're always feeling weak. You always feel the need to eat. And this is what I want to avoid. Right? I want to be always energetic all the time. And for me to achieve that is I have to teach my body that I don't need food. I don't need to eat. Um, I have to reteach it. I know my body used to be like this before, like I didn't need to eat and I was energetic, right? I had energy. I had full focus. Like when I when I had that habit, the habit of not eating, um, I felt like at that time I had more energy and more focus, right? Like I will wake up in the morning, I'm like, nope, I'm not going to eat. I'm going to go to school. I don't care about food. And then lunchtime comes, I don't eat, I go study. And then dinner time comes, I'm like, okay, I might eat a little bit. I eat small amount of food and then that's it. And I can't even finish the plate, right? So that's how it was for me when I was a teenager. Like I barely ate anything, and maybe that's why I'm short now. That's why I'm a small guy. But that's how it was for me. But my focus was At that time, it was very good. Like, I didn't have any, and my motivation was very good as well, right? Like, I felt I could do everything. I felt like I have the energy to do a lot of work. But now it's just I feel weak all the time. It's like I don't want to run. I don't want to exercise. I don't want to. Right? It's like I'm always feeling weak. Right? That's the problem. When you're obese, when you're fat, you don't have energy to do anything. Because once you start feeling hungry, you feel down, and then you become lazy. Well, so you always want to increase your blood sugar just to keep you awake, keep you alert, keep you um, focused. Like sugar is like caffeine, where you know to keep your mental state in active, and you're relying on sugar, just like caffeine or a drug. You know, like some people they have to take a drug to feel normal. For me, I have to take sugary stuff to feel normal, and this is not normal at all. You know, it's not normal at all to continuously eat and just to feel normal. It's not normal. Um, the normal thing for a human being is to eat what your body needs and no more, no less. That means you shouldn't be gaining any weight by the food you eat, right? Once you start gaining weight, you know you're eating too much more than you need. You're eating more than what you need. Yeah, so I have to start dieting. Hopefully, it doesn't affect my sleep. I mean, so far it hasn't affected my sleep. So far now, yesterday I started the diet. I slept well the day before. Not yesterday, 2 days ago, I think I started the diet. Like, I'm not eating. Yesterday, no, didn't affect my sleep, so I don't know about today. So, yesterday, I slept okay, but I kept waking up throughout the night, and I still had some trouble, a little bit, but I forced myself to sleep, and I slept. I slept good, I would say. Um, but I don't know. Over time, I might, my body might becoming stressed because of not eating, right? But I intend to keep it this way. I intend to like I intend to keep it this way. I want to teach my body like it's okay not to eat, right? Kind of train it this way, to just give it a training. It's okay. You don't need to eat, right? You already have a lot of energy, a lot of fat, and you could burn that. So I want to teach my body that yes, it's acceptable not to eat all the time. Right? It's acceptable to have 1 meal or 2 meals a day max, and that's it. So this is the way I want to teach my body right now. Hopefully, within a month, I will get used to it. I will get used to not eating, and maybe, maybe it will increase my focus. It will increase my energy, and I will start getting better. I'm hoping so. Um, it's a big issue because right now because I'm on vacation for 2 weeks, so it's easy for me to go on this diet. But once I start working, it's gonna be more difficult because my work involves that I walk all day. So I don't know. I burn about 3,500 calories to 4,000 calories a day by just walking. But then if I'm burning that much calories, I would imagine I'm gonna be so much hungry. following this diet, right? Right now, because I'm not doing a lot of activities, not a lot of walking, not a lot of physical activities, so it's much easier to go on this diet. But the funny thing is, not funny actually, but the thing is with exercise, I don't believe exercise can help people lose weight. I really don't. Um, because think of it, I walk all day and I only lose 1000 calorie more than if I didn't, compared to the day when I don't walk. 1000 calorie, but it's nothing. That's why I say like it doesn't really help in weight loss. The amount of hunger I feel after walking that long is too much hunger, right? Like too much extreme hunger. And I might end up eating more than 1000 calories because of the amount of hunger I feel. On days when I don't work, I feel like I could lose more weight because I could control the amount of food I eat, right? I could control it. Uh, and that's why I could confidently say I could lose more weight when I'm less physically active. Yeah, because it's only 1000 calorie difference. It's nothing. Like on a day when I'm not active, I burn about 2500 average. I'm talking about average. 2500 when I'm not active. And when I'm active, I'm burning around 3500. So it's only the difference is about 1000 calories. Yeah, some days I might burn 4000 calories, but still it's not significant. Like one extra meal you have because you're feeling so much hungry could be about 1000 calories. So everything you burn, you gain it back by overeating. So that's why I'm saying exercise might not help people lose weight. Might not. I mean, at the beginning, you should focus on diet. And once you teach your body that it's okay, you don't need food, and you could go through hunger, and you could withstand hunger, then exercise might help because now hunger doesn't affect you anymore. You are used to being hungry. Even if you work extra hard, you're not gonna overeat. So that's the idea here. So at the beginning, I might not go to the gym. I might just try to control myself and just diet. And then once I teach my body to handle hunger, then I will start going to the gym, and I will lose weight much more faster. But to start, just to train my body, I have to start with no gym. That's the way I want to do it. In fact, I don't actually like the gym. I don't like workout. I get panic attacks. It gives me panic attacks, and it affects my sleep. That's why I don't like the gym. And I believe working out is really not healthy for some reason. I don't know why. It's just inside of me. My instinct is telling me it's not healthy. Um, I mean, logically, it makes sense that it's not healthy. I know a lot of doctors recommend it, and they say you should go to the gym, do this and that. But the reality is, it it might be bullshit, right? It might be not truthful. It could be a lie. The whole thing could be a lie. I don't believe medical professionals. I don't believe medical professionals for everything they say. And that's how everyone should be. You should be critical. You should critically think, right? Not every advice a medical professional gives you is the correct advice. Now, why I would say gym is not good? Because when you work out, especially aerobic exercises, um, you are taking too much oxygen, too much air inside. Now, this is because you're breathing faster, right? When you breathe faster, what happens to our body? Oxygen is the cause of oxidative stress, right? That's why we take um, oxidative stress, right? Oxidative stress is from the oxygen we take. Um, so this is the cause of free radicals, right? Free radicals due to oxygen, to too much oxygen you're taking in. So you're rapidly increasing the free radicals. You're rapidly increasing the deterioration of your body when you take too much oxygen, right? Oxygen burn, right? It burns, and it also causes deterioration, right? It burns energy. That's why we breathe faster, but also it causes deterioration, right? Um, it makes your body deteriorate faster. So I don't know why they say gym, working out and gym and all that is healthy. It's not. Uh, just based on simply that fact, oxygen deteriorates the body. Um, like breathing too much, right? Breathing fast. And not only that, the second principle I'm thinking about is um, your body. Think of your body as a car. It has a mileage, right? When you overuse your body, just like a car, right? If you overdrive your car, if you drive high mileage, what do you think is going to happen to the car? Is it going to get healthier or worse? We all know a car that has high mileage is not any healthier. It needs a lot of repairs and maintenance. And the same thing with the body. When you drive it too much, just like a car, it needs extensive repair. And if your body, and who's going to do the repair? Your body can repair itself. Sure, it can repair itself. But how do you guarantee your body can repair itself fast enough, right? To keep up with all the damages. The reason why we get old is because our body loses ability to repair itself, right? We have DNA damage, we have oxidative stress, and our body cannot keep up with the repair anymore. And that's why we get old, that's why we age, that's why our body deteriorates and we get sick. So you're causing your body to become old faster by going to the gym, right? And you're accelerating this process. So how is it healthy? Now I understand being physically active is good. You lose weight, whatnot. There are benefits. I understand that, but the benefits does not outweigh the harm. It may not outweigh the harm. It might not, depending on the situation, right? In probably long term, the harm will probably be more than the benefit. Maybe. I don't know for sure. I don't know the facts, but I'm saying it could be. It's a possibility. I don't believe everything doctors tell me, right? The long term of working out might be damaging. Short term may be a good thing, long term maybe not, right? Because long term we know it could, you're taking too much oxygen, you're overworking your body, and your bone. Just think of your bone, right? there's friction every time you move your bone. I know we have synovial fluids and all these things that's supposed to reduce friction, but as you get old, your synovial fluids are not as good, your joints are not as good, so you are causing more friction, and more friction causes more deterioration. And now, I know they're saying, some people say, no, 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 that's not true. When you work out, you improve your joints, you improve everything because of increased circulation, blah, 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 right? Yes, there is some truth to it, but there is nothing guaranteed. Everything is genetic, right? Nothing is guaranteed. For some people, it might help them increase the circulation and improve their health. For some people, it might even make it worse. So you have to know your body type. You have to know whether it makes it worse for you or makes it better for you. For me, I feel uncomfortable to go to the gym because the panic attacks I get, the lack of sleep, it's doing something that's not good to my body, right? So I don't believe it's gonna make it better. And I watch people on YouTube. I watch health videos. I watch documentaries. So I keep educating myself. The thing is, like I've seen people like health addicts. They end up in the ER. I've seen some documentaries where the ER bring in some really healthy individuals from the gym, straight from the gym to the ER, right? Um, you wonder why these people who are very healthy ending up in the hospital. Why is that? If they are so healthy, they are gym trainers who end up in the ER because of heart problems. I'm like, what the hell? Like they're working out, they're healthy, and then why they end up in the hospital? Right? People have heart attack while they're running, right? So it doesn't make sense. If it's a healthy thing, then why they're having heart attack? Right? People having stroke while exercising, then why, if it's good for our health, then why they're having stroke while exercising, right? So there are certain things don't make sense, right? It's a big scam industry, all this workout gym and all that. It's a scam. It's an industry just like supplements industry. They advertise it to be good, and there's a big campaign to promote it. There are people behind it that promote it, even paid doctors to do it, to promote it, right? Paid research to promote it. So there's a lot of bullshit research also about gym and workout, and that's all being promoted by the big industry to get people to work out. Uh, Same thing to get people to take supplements. Big bullshit. Um, I don't believe in all these things. I'm skeptical. I'm sorry, but I am skeptical. I'm not saying all supplements are bad. I'm not saying working out is bad, but I'm saying it might be bad for some people. It might be bad long term, and that's why we should be skeptical.